Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Kevin with survivalistboards.com. ThorFire recently reached out to me to my YouTube channel, say, would you like to review one of our products? And I've already reviewed one of their flashlights. It was asked me if I wanted to review another one. I'm like, sure, I'd love to review flashlights. They said, well, go to our Amazon page, pick something out. So I was looking at their selection of flashlights. I was trying to figure out what would appeal to the widest range of viewers, not only on the YouTube, but also members of the forum. So what would appeal to the widest range of community members? And I saw this little ThorFire solar-powered camping lantern. And I said, no, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. So anyway, unboxing, sealed. I received this today. They sent it to me via Amazon. What I see is what you see. And this is supposed to be solar-powered. Also a cell phone charger. There's a solar cell. Let's see here. Got your little USB cable for your phone. What do we have here? Instruction manual. Alright. Lighting, spread lamp shade, and press the switch to turn on off. Then fold up lamp shade. Low brightness, high brightness, SOS, off. Okay. Alright, I think that's alright, guys. Yeah, that is alright. Then we're going to push it back down to make it into a flashlight. Yeah. You know, guys, that is, that's alright. But what I'm going to do, is I'm going to come out here later tonight. I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to turn this off, come back out here later tonight, turn it on, kind of look around, and then tomorrow I want this to run all the way down. I mean, all the way down to nothing. Then tomorrow is I'm going to put it out in the sun, turn that up, put the solar cell out in the sun, and then I'm going to let it charge like all day. We're in southeast Texas, and we're getting a good 12 hours of daylight, pretty close to full 12 hours of daylight. Let's get a measurement. Whenever the box came in, I was like, you know, that doesn't look like much. But now that I've taken it out and looked at it, I'm like, that's all right. So we're talking 1 3/4 of an inch thick, about 3 3/8 wide. Solar panel, 1 7/8. Yep, 1 7/8. We'll just do that square, 1 7/8 square. Expanded. 4 3/4 to 5 inches. 4 3/4 to 4 1/2. The first thing I was like, well, what happens if it tears? It's for one of my first thoughts of just moving up and down, It tears, then you still got yourself a flashlight. Wow, that's all right. I mean, that is okay. That's definitely bright enough to read by. Definitely. I would say even 18 inches out, 2 foot out. Three foot out. I would say 3 foot out from one side of this 4-foot table to the other. And I can read. That is alright. And this is very small. It's my Bible. Very small print. Very, very small. Alright guys, the next thing is to let it run down. I'm going to take it inside so the dew doesn't settle on it tonight. And I'm going to take it inside and put it in the bathroom or somewhere and let it run down. Let's take it over here, shine it on some leaves. Yeah, guys, that's all right. And also, it's got a little handle right here that you turn up, hang it from a tent. During an emergency, power outage or something, hang it from a light in the house. Here we are the next day. The light ran for about 10 hours out of the box. Not a single charge. Did not hook it up to the charge or anything. And it ran for 10 hours. Today, while it was sitting out in the sun. Hope y'all can hear my neighbors over there shooting. That's what it's like to live in the country. Hang on. It's not uncommon to hear gunshots like that at all. Anyway, while it was in the sun, I went outside, plugged my cell phone in, and started charging. Makes it ideal. And that is great. That is great being able to solar charge your phone and also from a flashlight. So what I'm going to do now is I slept a little late. In all honesty, this morning I slept a little late. I didn't get this outside till about 9:30 or so. And so it sat outside for, I'm going to say 10 hours. It was in direct sunlight for, let's say, 10 hours. Now I'm going to put it in the kitchen or in the bathroom tonight. And just like last night, I'm going to stand it up. We're going to turn it on. And we're going to see how long it runs tonight. Then I'll come back out here tomorrow, talk about it, let it get a full charge tomorrow. Then we're going to do a cell phone test. So far, it's all right. So the results from last night is that it stayed in the sunlight, partly cloudy day, for 8 hours or so, something like that. Yeah, that sounds good, about 8 hours. And for that amount of charge, I got about 4.5 hours of lantern time. And I say lantern time because, remember, this also doubles as a personal flashlight. And it worked very well. After about 4.5 hours, the lantern was putting out enough light, say, for a candle or two. It was enough to, say, put in the bathroom, put up against the mirror, let the mirror reflect the light, be able to go in there, after waking up, use the bathroom, go back to bed. Then I collapsed it down, and the magnifying glass, this little lens, provided enough light to be able to move around the house. But I wanted to see what makes this thing tick. And so I opened it up. You've got your little USB charger. You've got a, I don't know why that LED light is on. It looks like it's on for some reason. And this is a 1800 milliampere battery. 3.7 volts. Hope y'all can see that. 1800, 3.7 volts. Anyway, I didn't know if that was for one battery. This has got 2 battery cells inside of it. I don't know if that was for one battery or 2 batteries for both of them. So I pulled it off. There's nothing on the other side. It's just a little sticky pad like this that's holding it down, and there's nothing written on the other side. And so that's about it. I like how it's got the little peg right there up against the switch. So if this switch, little retainer clip breaks, and I mean, it's got the little shoulders. I don't know if y'all can see that or not inside the video. It's got these little shoulders right there that hold the battery in place. Then it's got this peg on the back side of it. It just seems like they paid attention to detail. That's all I'm getting at. It just seems like they paid attention to detail. Expand it like an accordion. Then you have your area light. I mean, that is really, to me, that's really cool. I mean, that is, in all honesty, if you had 2 of these set up on the opposite, one on opposite side of a board game during a power outage, you should have plenty of light to play a board game. Or cards, or just whatever, just something to read. Be able to keep people's minds occupied. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to buy a couple of these, put them in storage, have them for when the power goes out, set them back outside during the day, let them recharge, go from there. The one thing that I question about the flashlight, here's a tripod. I'll tell you what, I've got my lanyard, I've got my little thing. We're just going to go and clip it up right there. There we go. One thing that makes me wonder, I mean, this is why. It's low, high. I guess they call that an SOS. Why? I mean, what purpose does it serve? I don't know. But anyway, USB rechargeable. I like that it's expandable. Have your little handle here on the side. On the side with a solar charger. Turn it on. Expand it out. Then you've got some area lighting. To me, that's pretty cool, guys. I mean, to me, that is pretty cool. Expand it back down. So you can go from a personal flashlight to put it on the table. Here, let everybody get around, read, color, keep the kids busy, whatever during a power outage. Collapse it back down, and you've got your individual flashlight.